Hello everybody, today we're going to be working on a 2024 Honda CR-V with the 1.5 engine, I believe. Yes, a 1.5 engine and a CVT transmission. We're going to be doing the service on the transmission, and as you guys can see, we need to start by removing that plug right there. Okay, so what we're gonna need for this service on the 2024 CR-V CVT transmission is gonna be your fluid. You're gonna need 4/4 of fluid. You're gonna need a rag, and also you're gonna need a new crush washer. We're gonna be using a 3/8 ratchet. To refill it, we're gonna need a long funnel, and then we're gonna use this. I have this one, but if you don't have this, you can use an old bottle that has this on the side. That way you can measure the fluid that's gonna go in the car and that's also coming out of the car. I have some basic instructions here. These are from the Honda manual, and it tells you how to check the fluid. We're not gonna get too much into this because the way I do it, to save time, we do it with this. That way the fluid that we take out is the same amount that we put back in the car. One thing you need to know is that if your car, doesn't have a leak, it's never been serviced before, the amount inside the transmission should be the correct one. Okay, so this is the service plug, refill plug, if you will, for the CVT transmission on these cars. And that's the let the camera focus, and that's the hole where it goes. Next step is to raise the car up in the air. Obviously, most people is not going to have a lift, to use. So, all you got to do is, get a floor jack, raise it up, and put it on jack stands. Always work on jack stands. Once you have that done, you're going to come and you're going to remove this cover right here, which will be held by 4 of these, which are twist. This car only have one, and then you're gonna have Phillips screwdriver. You're gonna have 3 of those. Once you remove that, you're gonna be able to remove the cover, set it aside, and then on to the next step. Now you're ready to get under the car using your 3/8 ratchet. We're gonna crack this one loose. There we go. Remove that, give it a couple of twists by hand, and then we're gonna get our new, not new, but maybe in your case if you got one, but our handy catch can, and we're gonna put it under the car. Try not to drop your drain plug into the catch can, because obviously it's going to be hard to get. But if you have a funnel, you can drop it into the funnel, and then that's going to plug the funnel, and you're going to make a big mess on your driveway, on your garage, and we don't want that. So that's good, good advice right there. And on to the next step. Okay. Now this one, it's a little bit tricky, because you don't want to make a mess. Obviously, I have this whole thing to catch the oil. It's gonna come down. As you don't, you have to be careful. Make sure the car, if it's hot, you gotta be absolutely careful, not to burn yourself with this fluid. If you just start driving the car is gonna be in the airport. So see, we're making a mess already, but it's a light show. Only a little bit to the floor. We're trying to catch as much as we can. That way we have a good reading. Okay. The next step, we're gonna grab the drain plug and we're gonna remove, what's in there. So we're gonna remove it. That way we can clean it up, clean it really good with the rag. Make sure all that debris in the magnet is removed. And then we're gonna grab a new washer and we're gonna install. I think we're pretty much ready to reinstall the drain plug. Using our create ratchet, we're gonna snug it, and I'll give you the torque specs for this. Finish up, at the bottom. We're gonna torque it to 36 foot-pounds. This step, I have the tool. A lot of you are not going to have this tool, so if you have a ratchet, this one is about 12 inches long. You put it right here, and then you give it a quarter of a turn. That should be more than enough. A quarter of a turn once it's nut, and then your drain plug should not move. The drain plug should not move at all. But I do have the tool, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of the way. I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. See, already good. But I like to be a little more precise. We clean this up, and we're gonna reinstall the splash shield that covers the engine at the bottom. The splash shield. Front side first. Grab one of the twist screws. Get it in. This car only had one of these. I'm pretty sure I have some spares for that. We're going to install the flip screws. Go in there. So now we are back on the top of the car, on the engine bay. And I have my funnel ready for refill. If you're wondering, this one is about 17, 18 inches long. So that should be more than enough to perform this job. So it's ready to go in a little bit more. And now let me show you. This is the fluid that we removed from the car. As you can see on this side, we have US quarters, and this side we have liters. So it's right on the 1, 2, 3.5. So that's normally what Honda calls for this car, a drain and refill of the transmission, CVT transmission. So we're gonna use the 3.5 quarters of HCF-2 transmission fluid. Okay, so I have 1, 2. Number 3 is going in, as you guys can see, and then we should be going halfway on this one. Be careful if your funnel is not installed correctly. You can have overflow at the tip, and that's not going to be good. You're going to have a residual oil at the bottom of your car, and then some people, they don't like to have that in their driveways. So make sure you check out our clean refill plug. We're gonna remove our funnel, and then it's just a matter of getting this one back in place. Okay, make sure the car is hot, you can burn yourself, and that should be it. One last thing should be go inside the car, turn it on, and then cycle the transmission to reverse, then neutral. You can release the brake, apply the brake again, drive, sport, and then your low gear, and then just go back up, neutral again, release your brake, reverse, and then parking. And that should be everything you need to do to perform your transmission service on a 2024 Honda CRV. That's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very much. Please hit the like button and subscribe. That way I can keep making this type of videos. You guys can perform your own maintenance on your cars and save a little bit of money. Until the next time.